Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, you guys. All right, so welcome from startup to takeover. Watch us work podcast. It is Kim and Latrice. Welcome
Mm,
back. Hi,
welcome
Kim. How was
back.
your day, lady?
Good, good. I had another great day. The client that I picked up, she's very engaged today. Another day, she even ordered a new equipment today. She's
Oh,
very
okay.
excited. So everything is going well. I had a time to make some new content for other pages. It was a good day, a good productive day.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good.
How
Good.
about
Moving right
you?
along.
Yeah.
Um, so for me, just my regular, nothing major. No complaints. But
Nope.
nothing major's going on. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Just everyday thing. The garden,
Yeah.
how's it going today? Is it getting soaked?
No, so we didn't get any rain today, although well, it was supposed to rain like 7:15 or something. So I really don't even know if it rained.
Oh
Because
wow.
I've been in the house now since about 5:45, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if it
Yeah.
actually but we were supposed to get some rain today. Remember, it's just raining. I think at first I was tracking like 10 days straight, but it really looks like it turned into like 15. So,
Okay.
but the good thing is only just a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it stops. So it's nothing major that will end up hurting your plants.
It's nothing like what's going on in Jersey and New
Oh
York.
no, mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No, mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So we're gonna talk a little bit today about building friendships at work or
Well,
building temptation. So go ahead on and explain that.
absolutely. So this is I think I left the part off. So it's about people in a relationship or married people building friendships at work, which of course ties into opposite sex. And it's just about, is that a safe thing to do? Um, or is it an excuse to kind of dive into possibly getting emotionally connected to people, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I wanted to kind of uh get on this topic and
Okay.
have you and I discuss, because we're both married, and kind of get our opinions out there about friendships of the opposite sex. And is it a smart thing to do? Is it a safe thing to do? um that's pretty much what I want to talk about.
It could be
Yeah.
a slippery slope. I
Yeah.
tell you that. In
And
working,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I agree, because I think the thing for me is I was like, the temptation builds, because I feel
Mhm.
like God created us, right,
Right.
to attract man and woman. And even if you're not originally attracted to someone, people grow on you. So I've always, well, not always, I got to a place where I thought that it's not good to get into those relationships with people at work outside of it being professional, um, if they're married or if I'm married, right?
Right.
Because someone you may not be attracted to, I mean, and don't even think they're handsome or whatever, but the
Mhm.
more they're around you, their personality could grow on you.
Mhm.
Uh, or if they're not attracted to you, your
Mhm.
personality can grow on them. And then that's what I meant by, now you're building temptation. You're putting yourself in a situation that you didn't expect to be in, but you did place yourself there. Um, so it was just, because me wanting to discuss it and see if it is something that can be done, because some people say it and they're married, but I don't know if
I don't. I'm not. My opinion is no, because um, someone's feelings gonna get involved after a minute,
yeah.
like you said, because you're growing on that person,
Hmm.
and um, I don't know how to explain it. You, I never have had relationship outside of work. Like I would never take friends even home because I didn't want to even get, like even a lady friend, get close to the friend outside of work, because what if something occurred outside of work and then you have to go back to work and work together. So I
Right.
never really, participated outside of work.
Gotcha. So I'm kind of sort of similar, right? I,
Hmm.
I remember coworkers saying, "Ooh, when she leave work, you're gonna get put on her D list, like D list celebrities." They're like,
Hmm.
it was like a running joke, like, um, she's your friend. I mean, y'all cool when you at work, but when I almost said my first name, but when she go home, she don't have no time, and it's just like, well, now I'm home, and then I have kids,
Yes. Yes.
husband. It's a lot, and you had sports that's involved. It's a lot that goes into it that now I got to slide you in over at my house, and then life is stuff happens. I
It
don't like to
happened.
let everybody in like that. You know what I mean? I'll kick the with you and laugh and all this stuff at work, but I feel like I shouldn't be calling you on the phone when I leave work. Now we're talking about opposite sex, right? I
Right.
shouldn't.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and there is no way, to me, a married woman or a single woman, if the guy's married, that I should be calling you on the phone, kicking it, telling you about whatever's going on, whatever that is. I just think that's out of pocket.
And if
And
I am calling you outside of work, it's because of work.
it should be right. But I think, and then to take it into a personal, even in that conversation, I think is the wrong thing to do. But it happens, right?
Right.
I remember in a group, I had got off of social media for maybe 2 years, and I got
Hmm.
back on, and I started joining these different married groups. And the reason why I got back on, I'll say this, because I was just like, well, my business is right. So I need to get business pages and stuff like that. And you got to have a personal page in order to blah, blah, blah. So that's how I got back on social media. So
Hmm.
I started joining, I started joining some positive stuff. So I joined, married groups and stuff like that. And honey, one lady was like, what new friend we got?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're
Like where
married.
she come?
So,
Yeah.
so how,
That's
how
right.
you select that? How you are out here selecting new friendships? Now, that's not how they're working. I thought I was like,
Hmm.
I thought I was because people act like, oh well, you act like people can't be friends, and I'm like, well, if you really look at how the birds and the bees work, a lot of people are with people they was not originally attracted to, and they
Hmm.
built a friendship from
Right.
work. And
Opposites attract.
absolutely. And
Mhm.
so I always tell my side with my friends at work, right? Coworkers, I would be like, well, honey, y'all could be going to lunch over at the cafeteria all the time. And one day that hand just hit your arm, cracking up laughing, and you feel something. But you didn't expect to. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think you have to, because a lot of times when you're laughing, at least me, I talk with my hands, I laugh with my hands. And you know how when you're at work, people are just having a good time. And so they're relaxed. Just because somebody's touching you and ain't feeling something today don't mean one day they don't touch you and they get that you know.
Hmm.
So I think
And
that kind of stuff you have to steer clear of that out of
and
respect.
and and, yeah, and I smile a lot, so people would
Me
take
too.
that as she's smiling at
Flirting.
me. No, sir, I'm just being.
That's
I'm
your
just
flirting.
me.
Yes.
It's natural. So yeah,
I'm happy, honey. I don't
yeah, it's
drink.
not.
I don't do drugs. I'm just naturally high.
Yeah,
I have a good time with life.
and I
So
smile all the time, to the
yeah.
point where people were telling me, "You smile too much. You smile too much. You
Mm.
shouldn't smile all the time." But that's me. I
Oh
still
wow.
smile a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even in situations where you want you it may be an uncomfortable situation, I will laugh because that's my way of getting out of that uncomfortable
Yep.
situation.
Mm-hmm. I definitely get that. Absolutely.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
So
yeah, I
yeah.
wanted to touch on that because I think it's I'll put day 14. We're on day 15. My apologies, child. We're on day 15 or day 30. We're not going back a day. I see this says day 14. That was last night. But yeah, so I like that the woman really said that. She said, that should be a conversation between me and my husband on if we're gonna accept a new friend. So
Yeah.
how do you feel?
Were you allowed in that marriage? Did you ever attend any marriage groups?
You said, will you allow? Say that one more time now.
Did
Will
you
you allow?
ever were you ever allowed in any marriage group? Did you ever get involved in any?
Oh no, it wasn't in person. These groups are all just social media. Um, so they're, people are everywhere. They
Right.
haven't had like a meetup or anything like that. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, no, I know. I'm saying, did you ever engage in any conversations within the marriage groups on social media?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
So
talk.
how did that turn out?
Well, oh, I didn't initiate that. Um, but I mean, pretty much the women was kind of agreeing. Like, who's our new friend, boo boo? You know who?
Mhm.
So the women, but this is mostly women, unfortunately, in the marriage groups that I'm in. Um, Now the Christian one that I'm in, it's a mixture. It's a good mixture of men and women. But I was about to say, so we always talk about changing the dynamics of married life, right?
Mhm.
To
Mhm.
definitely decrease the numbers of divorces and for people to be happy. Do you think that's a good conversation to kind of tap into when you're dating,
What?
about outside friendships? Because some men I've heard say they got female best friends. I'm trying to figure out how that
Yeah,
works.
I know. And a lot, I know people that say they have female best friends, and they still have those female best friends. But well, some of them still are with their person, but some of them are not. But yeah,
Mm,
I don't think so, because you know what? One
uh,
spouse, if it's the man that have a friend at work, or a girlfriend, or a buddy that he's buddy with, and they do everything together at work, that spouse at home gonna get in her feelings. No,
yeah,
you're spending too
yeah,
much time. And
yeah.
if that if it in the opposite, the same as for a man, if the woman is
Yeah.
at work and she's buddy with a guy, and
He's
they're
gonna have
working
an
on
issue.
everything,
Yeah.
he's gonna have an issue. So no, you can't, unless it's agreement. You met that person and you know it's just, hey, it's nothing. It's almost like when when Pam and Gina was shoe shopping, and they took the guy, and Martin did thought the guy wanted Gina,
Hmm. Oh,
from
I don't know
work.
the episode.
He
I
was a
wasn't a
work
big Martin fan.
partner. He was a work partner
Hmm.
of Gina's and Pam's. So he wanted to take them shoe shopping. Martin didn't like that. He's like, I want to know who this man is.
Yeah, I know that's right. I'm with Martin.
Yeah, he want to know who this man is, but the man wasn't at the Gina. The man was at the Pam. But
Oh,
still, he wanted to
ah,
know
yeah,
who this
yeah,
work buddy that you guys so close, that he
yeah. Hmm.
want to take you shoe shopping.
Right, right.
How much time you've been spending? Those are
Hmm.
questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And and I think I wonder, is that a like big thing in a household to where, like, let's say it's being addressed, but that spouse continues that friendship?
Mm. You
That's a
have some of
problem,
that.
huh?
Yeah, that's a problem. And
That's
that's part of why relationships have so much turmoil, because again, the conversations are had, and one of the spouse still continue to do what they please,
yeah.
and they're not, you know 50-50 with the other spouse. Like, we're going to do this together. If I don't talk, you don't talk.
Hmm. Yeah,
We
because
go to
there
work,
was a
we
guy.
leave the work. Yeah.
There was a guy that said, now I don't know how true all these podcasters are, right? But this
Right.
guy, I don't even know if it's up a podcast. He just go live on social media, and he was saying, if my girl don't like you, we don't like you.
That's right. I feel like that. I feel that's loyalty to
I do
you.
too. I do too. And we talk about in regards of us saying these better marriages, what will someone do in a case like that? Would counseling even fix that situation, or is it
Yeah.
best to walk away? You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like we get divorced for so many little things.
Hmm.
Is that something that could become a huge issue that could kind of lead to divorce?
And it could, because if that person from work, if you're getting close with that person, say they're getting close, and what if they fall for each other? So now it's a whole nother situation, because now it's about to be some kind of toxic toxic toxicity
Yeah.
in the relationship, because now it's going to be a fight because you're liking her and you're about to, you're on the breaks with whoever you were with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it could be it's a building temptation. Yeah, that's a good word because it's
Yeah.
building temptation.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, and I think a lot of people don't think about it. I remember my boss at one place I was working. Um, was I married then? I may have been dating, but he was like, now you know that guy coming over here to talk to you, talking some he want to go, come on, let's all go to lunch. And he was like, now you know he trying to slide in. I said, oh, I'm not going to lunch with him. And yet lunch was like right across. We had a cafeteria in the building. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lunch with him. He said, yeah, because you know that man trying to slide in, and he was married. And I said, he ain't none of my friend. So I'm not even going to lunch with the group of them because I felt like he was trying to slide a way in to be around me. You know what I mean? And even my boss saw it. So
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was just dating at the time, but I am one of those who would only date one person at a time. I'll put that out
Mm-hmm.
there.
That's
So
right.
even if I'm dating someone, I'm not finna even put myself in a situation for someone to think they're getting to know me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
already getting to know someone else who is supposed to only be getting to know me. And the reason why I say supposed to, because I always ensure that I address that, right? When
Right.
I'm dating someone. So I think that's one where I definitely agree with you. That's how I feel, and I just wonder how many people really feel that way, and if they feel that it's okay, are they the ones that's end up being inappropriate? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I wonder who would really be okay with that because then they say, oh well, you're being insecure. I've seen comments like that in these different
Mm-hmm.
groups too.
But it
Not
leads
that
to what
many,
I
but a
said.
few. Hmm.
But even if they feel like you're being insecure, it leads to what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I do know people who are friends with where were or are friends with their employees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are friends with them. They can talk to them late at night. But again, because they are friends, it is side eye.
Yeah. And
So
then
it
it's like, but wouldn't it be still disrespectful, even if, because what do you mean late at night? You know what I mean? It's like,
mm-hmm,
are you respecting me? Even if I'm saying, okay, I'm going to trust you, right? That
right.
to me, that's really mean you need to nip that, you need to take care of that properly, you know?
It don't even have to be late at night.
Mhm.
Why are
I
they
agree.
why are you calling
Yeah,
after we are work 2 and 3 times
girl. Yeah.
before the night is over with?
Yeah.
Why are you calling so much? It's not that leave work at home. Why are you bringing your work home? Leave your work at home. Leave your work at home and you come home to your family. That's how I feel. Work should stay at
I'm with
work
you. Stay
and
at
home
work.
should be at home.
Yeah.
And then I think it'll be better. The temptation of kind of fade out. I think we
Yeah.
make our choices. You
Yeah.
make your choice to put yourself in those situations because
That's
you can
it.
make a
It's
choice
called,
not to
they
put
call it,
yourself in that situation.
don't it, I think I've heard them say micro cheating, like mini cheating, emotional
Mhm,
cheating, like trying to find a
mhm,
slick way to
uh-huh,
still have some type of, even if it
mhm,
doesn't go like sexually, they still
mhm,
trying to have another type of connection. Almost you've heard
mhm.
where they say you get what is it they say men go through at 40 um
What?
dang it. It's called, it's like they're testing their manhood, seeing if
Okay,
they still got it.
okay.
I forgot what they call it though. It's slipping my mind at the moment, but it make me feel like when a person is married and do it, whether it's a male or female, they
Mhm,
like the attention. It's almost like, let me see if I can just flirt innocently, which no such thing, just to see if people are still attracted to me. And I think
mhm,
that could lead into, so you willing to lose what you have by playing to see if you still got it? Because
mhm,
playing to see if you still got it, first of all, why are you so concerned about what the outside thinking of you, right?
mhm.
But I think that comes from being a male or female not living God's way, right?
Yep, yep,
You're searching for outside stuff and you're not focused on the right thing.
that's
And I
right.
think again, until that is done properly, mentally, in the mind, with the men
Mhm,
loving
mhm,
themselves,
Mm-hmm.
leading properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Presenting the proper foundation for us
Mm-hmm.
so that that type of stuff doesn't happen, because the divorce rate is high for so many reasons.
Right.
And
Different
I
reason.
definitely think workplace relationships, affairs, they are up there. It's a high number. I think the last I saw it was like 90 something percent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And so,
so much is going on at home now of
yeah.
days, in
Mhm.
in this climate, so much is going home, and people are going to work, and they are conversating with coworkers,
Yeah.
and they're getting closer with coworkers because now coworkers are feeling sympathy for you,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
want to make you feel better and say things that you want to hear, or
Mhm.
make a light bulb switch. Now, like you say, you're forming a relationship.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
sometimes it could be because the home is not doing so well, and they're going to work, and they're communicating with someone else at work, and it leads to something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Mm-hmm.
see, at home, you got the real responsibilities. You got the
Mm-hmm.
pressure. But see,
Mm-hmm.
over here at work, you don't have none of that. You get to play
Nothing.
around. And I
Mm-hmm.
think, yeah, but I think until we can start respecting each other and understanding and being not understanding, being real about our faults, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being honest that, okay, even if I trust my spouse, that's not something your spouse should be doing, only because it could lead into something else, even if that's not the original plan. I think when you get to where you're not respecting your spouse, you're in trouble. And I think that's where that building friendships at work, that's how it
Yep.
starts. You're not respecting your
Yep.
spouse. So you're
Yep.
already in trouble. Yep.
Yep. Because you're not respecting your spouse, because for one, you already left home in your head, because it's already a thought that you're
Yeah.
going to go to work and talk to such and such, if it's just how to put staples in the paper.
You better say it. It'd be something small, girl. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you've already been talking to whoever, because unless you work with all women or all men,
Mhm.
if you're all males or all females working together, it's going to be some type or someone in the building, in the group, is
Mhm.
going to form a relationship with that coworker.
Yeah.
Not all, but
Right.
it's going to be one out
It's
of
gonna be
if it's
one.
one
And you
out
better
of
hope
that
it
group.
ain't you.
That's correct.
You, you better hope it is not you.
That's
Uh,
why you have to be in the kingdom, and
you
like you
have
say,
to. Yes.
you you show them at work, like you say, how can we show positivity? Yeah, you
Yeah.
show them at work that, no, I'm not going to dinner with him. I have a husband, my husband going to dinner, you
No, well,
know,
lunch. No, this is like lunch don't work. No, I'm not going to
or
lunch.
lunch. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lunch with him, or what, not by ourselves. This is with workplace. Thank
Yeah.
you, but no, thank you. And
Absolutely.
by showing those positivity, and they're like, why you don't go to lunch? Because I don't think that's disrespectful.
Yep.
I'm married, or they may not be married or married, but
Mm-hmm.
no, it's disrespectful. I'm here to work.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have associates as I'm at work, because we need to be a
Yeah.
team work.
Yep.
But that's it.
That's it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm with you.
Hmm.
Well,
Nothing
girl, I can't
further
believe
on
we're on the
that.
same page about something.
Yeah, yeah. I was waiting on you, because I was gonna get you from last, because I done asked like 100 people today, because I've been working, and everybody's like, yeah, it's an open-ended question, because how I went to them was off of what you put on the podcast. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't uh specific. It was just uh
It
what
just
did it
said
say?
intentional dating. It said intentional, not intentions.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like an open-ended question. It could be answered any kind of way. It's more like everybody was.
That's what you got from your crew.
You said what?
That ain't what,
You said,
that's what you got from your crew. That ain't what I got from mine.
so what you got?
And they said intentional is the particular word that you chose. I said I know, but that's what I was trying to get out. But anyway,
They
so
said the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
wait a minute.
Intentional is
Your people said that the word intentional that was open ended. Wow.
it meant not open end. It could be answered in different
Wait
ways,
a minute
not
now.
just
You said they
one
said it
way.
was open ended. We finna get back on
Well,
this
not
again.
really.
You said
Not not really open ended, but they were saying
So
that
tell
you
me
can
what they
say
really
it in
said.
you can interpret it in different ways.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yes, not
I hear
just
you,
the
man.
way. Not they was like it's a purpose. If you're doing in something intentionally, they was like it's a purpose. You're doing something on for a purpose.
Exactly.
I was
That's why I
saying
chose
that.
the term intentional. When you're dating on with purpose, absolutely. That's why I said intentional.
Right. So we are on the same page, but not understanding each other. Maybe. I don't
My,
know.
my grapefruit is good, but yeah. So I think that I don't know. I'm wondering how would a conversation even be started. I guess that just really it's not even about a conversation being started. I think it's just that's how we speak. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
talking about the building friendship stuff. So I think that as we talk with our friends and family and loved ones,
Mhm. Mhm.
I think long as we stay on the path of that kingdom living, because look, let me be clear with y'all. If y'all not about God, you might well leave my podcast anyway.
Yes.
This is about God's way, and of course, we're not going to get all of you, and that's not what we're trying to. We're not trying to make people come and believe what we believe.
Right.
But for those who are saying they want, a better life, a better way, because this worldly way is it's not it.
No.
Then that's what we're always going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about how God really expects marriages to be. And then there are some people who don't want to get married.
Mhm.
That's
And you
something that
don't
I'm
have
studying
to.
right now. Right.
And
And
you
that's
don't
something
have to.
I'm studying right now. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to figure out if they don't get married
Then they're supposed to give their time to the Lord.
to the Lord. Right. But what I'm talking about is the other parts of life, dating and
Right.
sex and stuff like that. So I'm
Oh.
like, I think they have to understand what that all entails. So
I'm not
that's something I'm
sure.
studying right now. Yeah,
I'm
me
not
either.
sure because I
Yeah.
feel like whatever you do, and
hmm
if you do it and it's pleasing in God's eyes, Jesus didn't come to judge, so we shouldn't judge. He didn't come to judge. He came to fulfill God's law. So what he wanted for us in the beginning. So what
Right.
he
I'm
wanted
studying
he
it.
wanted.
I want to actually read it versus my opinion
Yeah,
on it because
yeah.
right now it's fresh. I mean, I'm
Mhm,
married, but I'm just saying, I have 6 children, and so that's something that I'm studying now because I do have one who be like, well, I don't know if I want to get married,
mhm.
and so the one of the books that we're reading, it kind of is touching into that, and it is saying you're not supposed to sleep around. So I'm trying to, I'm gonna end up going to. Well, I'm not crying. I'm good. No, your eyes don't like it. Okay, I'm on my podcast. Watch out. So I'm
They just say,
trying
"What's
to,
up, Mama? I'm checking on you."
yeah. So I'm that's something that I'm studying now. Me and my couple of my kids we're looking into. Um, but yeah, so you guys, everything that we're talking about building friendships at work or the building of the
Mhm.
temptation. This is about living the right way. And I get it that if you are living, as we say, in the world, right? Because we're supposed to be of the world, but not really. Well, in the world, but not of it, practicing that
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
But if that's what you believe that you want to do things the way that everybody else is going, you're probably not going to agree to this. That
No.
what we're saying, you're probably going to think that it's okay.
Mhm.
Um, but I would say this: even if you're not thinking on the kingdom way of living, just think of respect. Respect your spouses.
Mhm.
Think about what they need, even if your spouse tells you, I feel uncomfortable, and you're like, this is real innocent. To me, it should stop just because your spouse feels uncomfortable.
And let
You
me
know.
say this.
hmm
Uh, one of my scriptures that I always tell freshly newly married people
hmm
is the scripture says, you treat your significant other, your spouse, as you would treat yourself, your own body. Would you make your own body cry?
hmm
Don't you make your spouse cry? Would you hurt your own body? You don't hurt your spouse body. So I always say that, give that scripture because I feel that that is a great scripture to live by. If you wouldn't hurt yourself, don't hurt your spouse.
Child, I'm with you.
Yeah. So,
I'm with you. All
but
right, you guys. So it is 8:30, and we have completed day 15 of our 30-day challenge. Kim and I will be here tomorrow. Also remember, you guys can follow us not just on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're also on Instagram, Spotify, and Apple. Oh, I'm sorry, and we're on Facebook. Yes, we are.
mhm.
So, follow us across all platforms. And I think that's probably about it for today. We'll bring up another topic tomorrow. Kim, do you have anything you want to talk about tomorrow that we can kind of let the audience know we'll be bringing in?
No, I just whatever comes up during the day or whatever, we just
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. If it benefits our listeners, we talk about it.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah. So I thank you guys for joining us for Startup to Take Over. Watch Us Work. WUW. Watch Us Work. Thank you for joining.
Why are you singing all your words?
I know. Woo, that's happy, huh?
I don't know what that is. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Kim and Latrice out.
Have a good
Good night.
night.
Good night.